I'm sighing because this is exhausting. And a bit boring, to be honest. You might be used to walking around on your own for long periods of time, but I'm not. I usually tend to stay in my cabin as much as possible. I do go out to forage from time to time, but you did see my garden, right? I mean, of course you saw it when you fell and broke my fence. I'm growing what I can so I don't have to go out as much, because it is exhausting and boring and takes way too much time. I'm fine, human. Really. You already apologized a bunch for the fence. I'm not all that mad about it, and I know you didn't mean to break it. Apology accepted. Especially since you'll be helping me repair it once we're done with our little excursion. Yes, you are. It's the least you can do, right? After all, I'm the one who's helping you out despite everything. Speaking of which, how are you holding up? In general, I mean. Do you need a rest or something? What? No. I'm not asking because I want to rest. No way. Nuh-uh. I can keep going until it gets dark, even though we've been walking all day. Like, literally all day. Seriously? You leave for a whole day to scout ahead, and the first thing you do when you come back is insult me? Hello, Peanut. Go ahead. Tell me, how far is it from here? Oh, I guess we'll be able to see it soon then. Come on, human. We're almost there. At the rising waters, silly. You know, you've been able to focus a little better each day, so I almost forgot that you have a certain difficulty retaining information. Surely you remember that we're on our way to confront the Fae that stole from you, no? Right then. Well, since Nis told us already that they are trying to complete a certain ritual, and no, I have no idea what that means, it would be best if we got there as soon as possible. And maybe stop it. Maybe. Again, I don't really know what they're planning. But if Glimmer is the one organizing all of that, then I'm pretty sure we do need to stop them somehow. Thanks, but I don't think that we're going to get out of this with just a little prank. Still, you're going to have to play your part as well, Peanut. True. I never told you who Glimmer is. I guess I thought it might be a waste of time, seeing how you might not be interested in the affairs of magical creatures. And again, you likely won't be able to retain the information in the first place. Tell you what, just try your best to focus on our connection, and maybe your mind will be able to keep up. After all, I do need your help if we're going to pull this off. Well, thinking about me constantly is a side effect of the spell I put on you, so that's not really surprising. Anyway, Glimmer. I know it might be strange to hear this, but the Fae are actually quite organized. On second thought, that might not be the right way to put it. They used to have a queen, though. These days, however, they are divided into groups of fae that are called courts. Man, I am at my full mental capacity, and even I think that's confusing. No matter. You just need to know that there's no queen at the moment, and there hasn't been for some time now. Those courts have leaders themselves, some calling themselves king or queen, some being reigned by a smaller group of the fae. And obviously, all of them would love to be the leader of all the fae again, but there is an equilibrium between them when it comes to power. I know, right? And just like the human kingdoms, there is constant bickering between all of them. The forging and breaking of alliances, intrigues, sometimes even battles. That's pretty rare, though. Fighting is, after all, not something that comes naturally to them. Glimmer is a fae of the so-called Winter Court. Those are mean? I think that might be the best way to describe it. Some would call them evil, or even cruel, but it's more like they're not as nice as most other fae. Their pranks and tricks are often mean-spirited, with no regard for the harm they're inflicting on others. Oh, don't look at me like that. They're not outright killing people, but stealing someone's ability to pay attention and then watching them stumble around is definitely something they would do. And when their victim starves or gets into an accident, they might think that's even funnier. It does sound cruel, I know. And don't get me wrong, I do think it is. But there's a big difference between human and fae standards for morality. Or witches, I guess. It would be nice if we could keep them from harming innocent people. But realistically, even if we had the means to take them all out or something, that might leave a power vacuum that could lead to an all-out war between the remaining courts. Plus, how do you think they would react if a fourth of their species gets wiped out by humans? And really, is killing them a morally good choice? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to overwhelm you with this moral conundrum. Back to Glimmer, then. Just like Nis said, they are very powerful, even for a fae. And as such, they are considered royalty in their court. The Winter Court has always been about power and magic, so that's just how it goes with them. With royalty comes even more power, specifically in the form of a large retinue of followers doing their bidding. And if you combine that with an innate sense of superiority and a large amount of ambition... Exactly. That ritual could spell danger not only for the other fae, but any other mortal race as well. Are they trying to get more magical power? Are they forging weapons? Armor? Most likely they're aiming to establish themselves as the rulers of the forest. Maybe even the world. The problem is that we don't know anything yet. I'll be straight with you. If I was to fight Glimmer, there's a decent chance that I would not win. I'm more of a healer anyway. I don't like fighting in the first place. Which is why we need to be smart about this. Thankfully, they cannot harm me directly, but there are plenty of ways around such a rule. I told you before, right? Fey magic is very literal. What even constitutes direct harm? Is dropping someone from height harming them? What about casting a spell that forces them to walk backwards with both eyes closed for hours? We can't rely entirely on this. Don't worry. That's what these are for. The potion we brewed is all we need to get the job done. Well, that and... Wait. Let's stop for a moment. There's something we need to talk about before we get to our destination. Human, what we're about to get ourselves into is incredibly dangerous. To make sure that we make it out in one piece, I've come up with an equally dangerous plan. And the most important part of that plan is trust. I need you to trust me completely. Instinctively. To do exactly what I say, when I say it. You mustn't second guess anything. Don't think too long. Just do it. Be absolutely certain that I have your best interest in mind at all times, and that you can rely on me to help you become whole again. I know that this is a lot to ask of you. After all, we've only just met a couple of days ago. But if there is any doubt in your mind that you can do this, then tell me now and we'll stop this foolish quest. I will not risk both of our lives on a gamble. Thank you, human. You can prove it right now, by the way. See, this potion is not yet complete. It needs one last ingredient. A drop of blood from both of us. Here, I'll go first. Hold these vials, please. Steady now. Now, into the vials. There, that should be enough. It doesn't hurt. Don't look at me like that. Now it's your turn. Here. Take the knife and give me the potions. Be careful, please. It's really sharp. Oh, wow. That was a bit too much, I think. No problem, just put some in the vials, quickly. There we go, just a second. I'll take care of the wound right away. Here, give me your hand. You really went for it, huh? Even though I told you to be careful. Hold still. I'll bandage it. Wouldn't want this to get infected, would we? You know, seeing as you didn't flinch much when you cut your hand, I get the impression that you are somewhat used to pain. You said you're a messenger, right? Must be a dangerous job. More dangerous than it sounds, anyway. I know you don't recall much about what you were doing before, but I can't help but wonder. Are you looking forward to getting back to it? I see. Can't miss what you can't remember, huh? You know, some people might say this is a golden opportunity to start over as well. I wonder, what would you do if we failed? Have you given that possibility any thought? No, human. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that thought in your mind. We will succeed. I'm sure of it. It's just... Never mind. There. All done. Let's keep moving. We have to be close to it by now. Wait. Do you hear that? Shh, shush. Come on. It's gotta be over there. Finally, the rising waters. Yep, this is it, all right. But calling it an upside-down waterfall is a bit of an oversimplification, don't you think? I mean, rising waters is obviously only what we call it anyway. The original name of this place is much too complicated for my taste. We need to get to the top of it. I'm certain that the ritual site is up there. There's sort of a little island there and... You know what? I'll just show you when we get there. But since things are about to get serious, is there something you need to know? Any uncertainties? As I said, your trust in me will likely be the deciding factor in our success. That's a fair question, I suppose. Why indeed am I going this far for you? I said before that you're my tool for vengeance, and there is some truth to that. But of course there's more to it. I can't really explain it, but I feel good when I'm with you. It's like we've known each other for a long time, even though that's impossible. Whatever the reason, I'm going with my instincts here. And they're telling me to help you and to make sure that you're all right. Safe. Happy. No, you don't feel the same. Even if you did, you are literally bewitched to think about me all the time. It's not real, and it might never be. Well, if you're really sure, then I guess there's only one way to find out, isn't there? We'll complete our little quest, make you whole again, and remove the spell. Then the truth will come out one way or another. No sense wasting time. The sun is already setting. Here, take the potion. We need to drink them now. Don't question it, just drink it and you'll see soon enough. Bottoms up. Ugh, still as disgusting as I remember it. How are you feeling? It's not supposed to taste good, silly. And no, you shouldn't feel any different. It's not that kind of potion. You'll know what it does soon. Peanut, we're going the long way to the top. Go ahead and see if you can spot anyone up there. But be careful, you hear? Yeah, just don't blame me if they turn you into a toad. Come on, human. The final stretch is before us. Remember, do whatever I tell you to. Time to do what we came here for.